Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is a review. We are happy to have Real Housewives of Atlanta to be back for season 12 up in these streets. Okay, it's wash day. My hair and is wet and twisted up under here, so it's gonna have to do. It's like 1:30 in the morning. It's fine, okay? Don't worry about it. But first things first, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. To become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness, okay? All that goodness, okay? Do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section, share the video on your social media, the notification bell that you know when I have the videos, and then follow me on IG and on Twitter, J_Lees_Corner. Okay? So, excuse me. It was a good first episode, okay? It was really, really good. Let's get into some of these confessional looks. Okay, I'm gonna get that out the way. Okay, now Nene was not on this episode. I didn't miss her. Anyway, first up, Kenya. Okay, I do not care for all this hair. Mainly because it looks like a rat nest right up at the top. I don't like it. Like the ends is wonderful, it's nice and curly, whatever, I like that. But the roots, the roots is what looks like a rat nest to me. It's too much hair. And we know that Kenya has amazing hair, so I don't know why she went with this. Her makeup is flawless. Her skin is gorgeous. Okay, she's great makeup. Okay, she looks great. She looks great. I just don't like the hair. Okay, just the roof of it. Okay, the roof is on fire, and we don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Okay, I don't like it. Okay, if it was a little bit, less, it looks unkept. Okay, and I don't like that. And I know Kenya can do better because Kenya has amazing hair. But other than that part of it, I love the hair. I just don't like the beginning of it. We also have, who is this? Cynthia. I like this look on Cynthia. Cynthia usually has the same look every season, the same little brown, long tresses. I'm happy she went with a blonde look. I'm happy she went with some bright eye makeup. I'm assuming the girls are not allowed to wear colorful lips because I'm looking like, why does nobody really ever have like a great red lip? I was confused, but I don't know. I may just be tripping. But I like her look. I like the brightness of her dress. I think the brightness of her dress goes with her eyeshadow. Okay, that's really, really cute. And the hair matches her skin tone. It isn't too bright. It doesn't look dull. It doesn't look fake. Okay, the crown of it all looks nice and smooth. Okay, nice and smooth. And so I like it. Okay, I like her confessional. This is only like the first confessional look. We know they have a couple of them, but these are the ones that I picked. Next we have Eva. Eva looks like Eva. Eva's pregnant, so I'm not even going to give her any, shade or even praise. I think she looks basic. The dress she had on was extra, extra, extra. We're all about it, but I feel like, girl, she has short hair. Her hair is cute, short. She has good makeup. It's a basic, beautiful look. Gray earrings or whatever. But I mean, because her hair is so short and it's her usual style, it's not anything like that's like different or whatever. But Eva always looked like Eva. So I mean, what is it? It's nothing to kind of comment on. I'm still wondering how she on the show still. But I mean, I digress. Because she really did. Sometimes it doesn't give things, but I guess she gonna give this season. Candy, I'm loving the top knot pony. Okay, her makeup is also flawless. I would love to see Candy in the color lip as well. All the ladies have on lip gloss, okay, or some kind of nude lip or golden lip that matches their skin tone. It's fine. I think the dress is basic, basic blend in or whatever. It's not a spectacular look, okay? It's just fine. She doesn't look bad. She just looks regular, like a beautiful Candy. It is what it is. But I do love a high pony. I think her eyebrows look great. I am jealous of the eyebrows. And then lastly, Portia. Um, I thought Portia could do better. Not that she doesn't look amazing, because she do look amazing, but I feel like I've seen this from her before. I feel like whoever did her eyebrows made them too high. She looks very, very shocked, and I don't think she's shocked in this moment. Um, I thought that she had some done to her lips, but maybe not. I'm not sure. She looks real doe-like, like doe, a deer, a female deer, far, wait, a long, long way to run. Doe, no, Ray, doe, Ray. I don't know, but she like a doe. Okay, she real doe shock like in the face. The hair looks cute, but it also looks basic. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen Portia do more, and I don't like the dress because the dress to me looks like a wraparound towel that's just shiny. Not saying again that she does not look great, but it's just I just wanted a little bit more, a little bit more from the confessional look. But I feel like this is only the first one. Usually they have a second or third confessional look, so we're gonna see what those are later on in the season. And now let's get to this stupid their main photo, which looks bad. I don't like it. I don't like it mainly only because of Eva. Eva looks like a person who crashed the photo shoot and they said let her stay. Okay, she can stay. She pregnant. Okay, don't kick out the pregnant woman. She don't match. She doesn't match at all. Her dress color should have matched Cynthia's color because if you see, Portia and Candy both have matching, colors. Okay, they're not exactly the same, but they blend together well. Nene and Kenya both have, sunflowery type yellow, bright yellow dresses in different tones, but again, they match. Cynthia's dress, the color is a muted yellow, okay, like the color of a peach right before it gets orange. You know what I'm saying? It looks like the light skin part of the peach. And then you have Eva, the bronze bomber, okay, the bronze medal in the Olympics. I'm like, what is she wearing? Okay, what is going on here? I'm not sure. I don't like it. I feel like, truth be told, Eva ruined this photo. If she would have if that same dress would have been this not like a trash bag bronze color, it would have worked. Now the black picture they had of the cast photo that they had before would have been great. Okay, it would have been great. I don't know why they didn't use that one. I guess they want them to all have like a bright thing, whatever, holding the peach. But like I said, Eva ruined that photo. Okay, and I love Eva. I wanted Eva to win on America's Next Top Model all them years ago, a long, 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 long time ago. But I didn't like her outfit. Now let's get to the show. Okay, but when the season starts, we have to get the looks out the way. Okay, those are out the way. So we start off seeing Baby Brooklyn and Kenya. Baby Brooklyn is a beautiful little girl. Kenya says how happy she is to have her miracle baby and how miracle Brooklyn was definitely a miracle baby. She's happy, 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 whatever. Now we do see that Mark isn't there. Okay, as Kenya say, Mark is still in New York. He got business to do, whatever. He has work to do, whatever. So they're still living in two different cities, in two different homes, and how she wished that he could be in the same city, in the same house as her. I feel like, well, one of y'all gonna have to move. Okay, if not him, then you. And I feel like that's the thing when you dating somebody who live out the state. The conversation before marriage to be, what state we gonna live in? Because you live in Atlanta and I live in New York, or vice versa. What we gonna do? We gonna meet in the middle? But to get married and not have that conversation, I just don't think it's a smart thing to do. She brings up, how him living elsewhere, puts a definite strain on their marriage, but they both are happy to have their miracle baby, who is baby Brooklyn. Now, we do see Mark will be on the season later on, so he will be here and involved in her life. But girl, not because the episode started off with a whole argument out of town, but that was 6 months ago. Well, no, 6 months in the future. So it starts off with them having an argument or whatever. Not Kenya and Mark, but all the girls on a trip, and we see Kenya arguing, we see Nene arguing, or whatever, and it says 6 months earlier, okay, or 6 months ago. I'm like, yo, damn, 6 months, girl. So next we see Portia. Portia at her house, okay, and they got this sad music playing like somebody died. I'm like, what's going on? Is somebody gone, Jesus? So we see black and white flashbacks of, Portia and Dennis in happier times when they were happy in love and blissfully first meeting each other and getting pregnant and getting engaged or whatever, and this whole whirlwind marriage, a pregnancy, engagement or whatever going on, and then it's Portia in her house looking all sad with her baby without Dennis. I'm like, okay, so Dennis is gone. So she brings up how, her and Dennis, are in the house or whatever. And we then see a flash, okay? And the flash is to Tasha K saying that Dennis cheated on Portia with some girl named Sincerely and how he likes this, he likes it was a whole thing. I remember when that came out. Let me say this, and Candy mentioned this on her Speak On It video as well that she put up today about this episode. She was like, usually when anything is in the blogs, the show will show the girls like looking at whatever the blog is saying. They've never put the blog on the screen. She said, I was shocked that they actually put Tasha K on the screen. Her actual reporting on it. I was shocked too. And when I was on Twitter, I seen Ashley Miller was like, why are they giving her some shine? I seen that before I watched the episode. I'm like, I want to know what you're talking about. Like, who are they giving shine to on the Housewives? And when I watched it, the minute I seen that, I said, oh, that's who she meant. And no tea, no shade, because we all do the same thing. But I do feel like if all the people to quote for truthful story, that isn't one I would have quoted, because sometimes she just goes too far with things, and with allegations of stuff or whatever. But again, the producers put that. I was like, girl, I don't care. So Portia then bring up how she put Dennis out or whatever. He moved out a few days ago because she found out he cheated. Okay, so they make it seem like Portia put him out because he cheated because of what Tasha K said. I'm looking like, why y'all? Okay. Anyway, so her mom is there as well. Now her mom doesn't know quite what happened. And Portia, I'm not gonna really tell her what happened because I don't want my mom or even my sister not liking Dennis based on a mistake he made, because he still is family. He's still my child's father, and I don't want to, have them just hate him or whatever in case she get back with him. That is very, very smart. You cannot be out here telling your family all the personal business and the problems that go on with the person you dating, because what happens is they don't like that person. And when you take that person back, it's hard for them to forgive them for things they've done to you, because you told me all the bad things. You ain't told me no good things. So he can be the best man in the world 2 days a week, but if out of 5 days you told me all the bad things, look at them 2 days. You told me all the bad things. So again, it's like I haven't told her yet because I don't want to know the details or whatever. We then later on see her, her mom, her sister, and she just brings up, I feel like this is a bad joke. I just want it to be over. And she using her crying voice, baby, her crying voice. But I see no tears that matches the crying voice. I mean, she eventually cried some tears or whatever, but I'm like, it's only so long as you can be talking with a crying voice and don't no tears come out, and I think you faking. But I digress. Not saying that she wasn't hurt based on what's going on between her and Dennis, but I mean, it was a bit of overkill for me. And I think her and Dennis got together so fast, and people try to warn her that it may have been too fast, and that he may not have been as faithfully ready to be in a serious relationship. And so now that can be what is kind of hurting her, because like, I should have listened and knew he wasn't all the way ready. Not mean they should not be together, but you know what I'm saying, don't make him seem perfect. Okay, and she's just sad because again, I don't want to go nowhere. I be, mama know I be wanting to get up and get dressed and go somewhere, but an hour turned into 2 hours, and then it's a whole day, and I ain't left because she's so in her feelings about what everybody is hearing in the blogs and in the internet streets about her. And then it's because it was the girl said, not the blogger said, he was into bestiality, he was doing cocaine, he was cheating, all these things. And so that's a lot to be in the news, and you can't. But I'm like, they could have easily just denied it. And I think because of the show, excuse me, I think because of the show being shot at that point, they saved it all for the show, which I like. I'm happy. I had no idea how Portia was feeling this time. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know any of this, and I like watching the show and being surprised. Okay, but you know what I'm saying? She's just sad because like I just wanted my family. I want my family. Now I'm just having to deal with things. You know, not want to go nowhere because I'm embarrassed over the bullshit that's in the blogs. And I'm like, girl, trust me, I know. I know. We then see Candy and Todd at the house. They have a surrogate or whatever. The surrogate name is Shadina. I think it's Shadina. We're gonna say Shadina. Okay. We're gonna say Shadina. Was it Shadina? Girl, I don't know. Anyway, so it's the girl who Dr. Jackie introduced them to last season, who was a surrogate. So that's who they picked. And it was cute because they FaceTimed or whatever. And Ace was like, "Do you have my sister?" And she was like, "Yes, I'm babysitting for a little bit of time or whatever." It was really, really cute. And then he was asking Tyler, like, "Did she get him from the store?" Like, so he don't get how, the baby's over there or whatever. So again, Candy brings up, not again, but Candy brings up how, they had the whole surrogate or whatever, and they had two embryos left. They had twins, and so the twins were implanted, but one embryo didn't fully develop, so now it's just one child that they're waiting for her to birth for them. She's at this point in time, she was 14 weeks pregnant, um, with the daughter embryo that did make it. And so, congratulations, yay, new babies are everything. Okay, and so so they talk whatever, and they're gonna go with her to the next appointment and everything. So yeah, that's that. So when Candy and Ty talk, whatever, Candy brings up how it was weird for her because she's like, I'm not, I carry Riley, I carry Ace, and for me now, like I don't get to. Because she was like, oh, are you feeling any movement yet? Like, are you feeling any kicking? She's like, no, not yet. But as soon as I do, you'll be the first person to know. So Candy brings up how it was weird because she won't be experiencing those first, the first kick, the first tug. You know what I'm saying? When your belly starts to pop, she won't experience any of that, but she's having a baby. So, I mean, I think a lot of us surrogates, a lot of women who use a surrogate say that how it's weird. I know Kim Kardashian, when she was on her show, and she brought up how it was weird, how she thought it would be weird too. So I've seen and heard that a few times or whatever. But it's cool. But I like what Todd said. Like, if you can't carry a child yourself, it's okay to be okay with having a surrogate do that. Like, it's pretty cool actually because you still get the baby, but you just can't carry it. Because we seen last season how, because she has fibroid issues, she didn't want to go through, multiple surgeries to, get herself together to have a kid if and things could have went wrong. So, grace be to God that she is able to do it this way. And because again, to only have two embryos left, and one doesn't make it, and you have one left, I feel like you'll be very happy when that one, gets to the point of birth. So again, congrats to Candy. We did see Eva knocked up with baby number 3. Her and Mike, and her husband are meeting up for lunch or whatever, chit chatting and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They still looking for a house. I'm like, when she said like I'm 3 months from having the baby. We haven't found our favorite home yet or whatever. I'm like, wasn't y'all looking for a house to move to when y'all was getting married? And y'all done got married, had a honeymoon, and got pregnant, and you damn near do. How y'all ain't found a house yet? And I'm like, y'all keep, girl. Anyway, so I guess keep searching for a house. Look, I don't want Eva's storyline this season to be looking for a house. I don't have time for that. Okay, I don't have time for it at all. Okay, they bring up the whole thing about her being a destination right now and that Portia will be coming back. It's like, well, I don't know. It's touch and go whatever because all the stuff in the news and in the blogs. So we don't know if she's coming back or she isn't coming back. Girl, again, Eva don't really have a storyline, but I feel like she made herself have one later on in this episode. Anyway, so that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, girl, I don't care. Eva to me does not bring enough of her own storyline to be on the show. To have a peach. Okay, to have a peach. She can be a friend to someone. I don't see why she holding a peach. Cynthia and Mike are still dating and going strong, whatever. He at the house, him sitting in bed, on the computer, tap, 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 tapping away, okay? Work, 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 working. And she come in with some little wine and some cheeses and I believe some girl with some little stuff or whatever for that. Now they both still live in two different states. So he was asking like, well, when do you need me here in July? Because he's trying to get a schedule together. Well, I want you here, all the time, okay? Every day, all the time. But that's, we should talk about that. So she goes into that too, about them talking about marriage, getting engaged. You know what I'm saying? Well, because I ain't getting no younger, so I do want to get married. I do want to get engaged. I want this kind of ring. Da, 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 da. He like, yeah, I saw you on social media posting dresses and stuff. He like, look, he says, when I propose, I want you to be totally shocked. So don't please, don't take that away from me. Meaning, we've discussed how we want to be together forever. We both know that we want to get married, but let me surprise you and propose to you without you knowing it's coming. Like, calm down, calm down. And he said it in a way to where we gonna get married. You know this, but stop trying to plan my engagement to you. I know kind of ring you on. Stop it. Calm the hell down, Cynthia. Okay. Well, okay, I know. And she brings up, I know, I just want to be clear. But I feel like they on the same page. But because she know they on the same page, like, okay, so we ain't gonna do it. So we ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. And he like, girls, calm down. So they then discuss the living situation because again, he lives in LA and he has more work in LA and she's there in Atlanta. And she brings up how because I have businesses here in Atlanta. Do you really, Cynthia? Are they worth it? Because the Bailey agency don't book no models. Okay, I think she had an event space. I don't think nobody put no events up. Now she has a little wine bar. Is anybody buying any wine? I mean, anyway, I think her thing is I'm living in Atlanta because I'm shooting the show in Atlanta. And I have this house that I bought in Atlanta. But I feel like, okay, when the show isn't shooting, take your ass to LA and be in LA. And when the show is shooting, go back to Atlanta. And that's how y'all can be bi-coastal. But I digress. Anyway, he says like for him, my job, my work stuff, my better opportunities are in LA. And so they say they're gonna think about it, talk about it or whatever, and get it figured out. I feel like since we know they get engaged and they getting married next year in October, they must have decided on what they're gonna do and where they're gonna live. I don't know. Now he do tell her like, you don't have to wear them wigs around me. Take that wig off, and she snatched her wig off and had her natural. I'm like, girl, come on now. That dick must be good. Anyway, but Cynthia is beautiful natural as well. So I don't get why she wears wigs so much. Okay. Anyway, we then see Cynthia as at her wine bar. She was with Kenya. Now, when baby Bailey, when baby Griffin came in with Kenya, look at this little girl. Just look at how adorable. I had to move the picture. Look how adorable a little girl makes me want a baby. Okay, not really. Not really. But she is so cute. And she seems like a very, very happy baby. Okay, she smiles a lot. She wasn't crying too much or whatever. And usually babies cry a lot on camera. But she seems like such a happy baby. This hair on Kenya also is what I love. You see how the crown of the hair looks nice and smooth and it's not very, very puffy and look rat nest like. Okay, you could have the same look with curly, natural hair. Okay, but I digress. Anyway, baby Bailey, girl, baby Bailey, baby Brooklyn is such a cutie patootie. Anyway, they chit chat or whatever at Cynthia's wine bar. Her sister Mallory is the manager there because again, Cynthia said I'm never really in town, so she runs it for me when I'm not here. I said you say so. So Kenya and Cynthia go sit down and a little chit chat or whatever, and Cynthia says like, "So what you been up to?" So girl, I'm getting these names mixed up. Kenya says how because the ladies have not really met her daughter, she wants to have like a little, announcement type party for everyone to, bring their kids, have a good time, you know what I'm saying, celebrate her daughter. She wants to have a Barbie party. That way everyone comes dressed up as a Barbie, if you have daughters, they can come dressed up in like a costume party, but mainly for Barbie. And if you have a son, he can be Ken something. I don't know. Anyway, it was a cute idea in my book. They also chit chat about Nene and Cynthia being beefed out. And I like how girl Bravo was petty, okay, because the whole thing with Nene being upset because Kenya was invited to Cynthia's party last season, and then Kenya then says, but that's hypocritical because when Nene had an event and she invited my ex-husband, my the guy I dated or whatever, and she then said, like, I don't have to tell anybody about who I invite to my parties. She's like, so how was she upset because you didn't tell her who you invited to yours? It's kind of crazy. And when Bravo played the clip back of showing Nene say, I said, ooh, y'all is messy and petty, but I love it, okay? So, that was what it was when I wasn't a big issue because Nene ain't on this episode for one. And two, Cynthia, like, I'm just at 52, I'm not even concerning myself with, people who are, it's hard to be their friend, so I don't really care. Okay. They talk about the rumors between Dennis and Portia and what, Tasha K said, girl, we don't care. Sylvia then brings up how she's already been engaged and, this and that and that and this. And Kim's like, girl, you need to stop being so thirsty. And when people like, how can Kim say that? Kenya was the one that had that. I think King's point was, y'all are together. Y'all getting engaged. So stop consistently talking about it. Let that man propose. Like, let it happen. Otherwise, you keep talking about it. It's going to make it seem like you forced him to propose. If y'all already had a conversation, like, just let it flow. Let it happen, okay? Don't be out here. It's different to say how much you want to get married. It's something different when you're out here posting wedding dresses and wedding venues and the guy has not proposed yet. So that's what she meant by you sounding real thirsty. Coming on down. And I'm like, I agree. I'm gonna marry him. So I am thirsty, but we know, it's okay. So we then see Cynthia, Candy, and Eva. They meet up at OLG, okay? And, they sitting there. And, here's Eva. Okay, so Eva the Divas, I like her hair, even though it's real different or whatever. If I'm putting pictures in as we talking. So, Eva's there, whatever. And then, we see Candy, where is it? Candy and Cynthia. Okay? And they here too. Now, as they sitting there, chit-chatting and everything. I'm going to put this right down here. Y'all just can't see me. It's okay. So as they sit there chit-chatting, we then see somebody walk up and say, hey, Candy, so-and-so. Well, no, first they bring up, okay, Eva ordered all the food because she's pregnant. We don't really care. They discuss Candy in her surrogate, and how she needs to pick a name. Cynthia then say, name the baby Chill. Cynthia, shut up. We ain't going to do that. Then a staff member walks up. Hey, Candy, sincerely wanted to get us a drink. And I'm like, well, that's a setup because Candy doesn't drink. Okay? And so Candy and Cynthia, as you see, looks like, what's going on here? I'm confused. Okay? So in the confusion, Sincerely then walks over. Okay? This is Sincerely. So Sincerely walks over, and Eva's face was the face that she had when she heard the name Sincerely. Okay? Mainly because that's the name of who? Dennis's mistress. Okay? I'm like, oh, here we go. So the girl then walk over after the guy brought the drink over. And then Kenny in her confession bring up how she knew the girl, like she'd seen the girl somewhere, but she just could not remember from where. So she's like, oh, hi, I'm Sincerely. Like, I just want to come over and, like, can I have a seat and just talk real quick? And it was like, oh, okay. It did seem like the producers set this up. It really, really do, because the producers had her at the other part of the restaurant already mic'd up. Look, I do not believe that Cynthia, Candy, or Eva had anything to do with this. I feel like they always know if someone walks up and they are mic'd up or whatever, that, it just is what it is. Also, I feel like with Candy at the restaurant, people do come up to her and talk to her, and I don't think it all gets on camera sometimes. I don't think she realized the girl was mic'd up until she said, I'm the girl who they claiming messing with Dennis. I say, ooh, Lord, okay? The producers is messy, okay? Mad and see. Okay, period. I'm like, girl, to do something about that. Anyway, so she sits down or whatever, and she went, "What? I'm the girl who they said was messing with this or whatever, but I don't know him. So I don't know why they bring this up. I feel like a girl, one of his, vindictive exes or whatever, planted a fake story saying that it was me, but I don't know him at all. I would never mess with somebody who I know has a person in life." And then Eva then says, "Well, did you contact Portia?" and tell Portia this? She's like, I know. It's like, I feel like it'd be awkward for me to contact her about her dude. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I want to make it known that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't me. I'm like, the producers set this shit up. Point blank, period. Okay, ooh, they man. The same way how they had Phaedra's Apollo's girlfriend pop up to her restaurant before. Baby girl, y'all can't look. Let me stop. Anyway, so the girl says she wants to speak her piece, whatever, and then she leaves, and that was really it. And Ken's like, "Oh my god, I don't want to be involved, like, cause I know they gonna say that and it wasn't me, so I don't want to do nothing." So they all agreed to talk to Portia and let her know what the girl said to her. She was not messing with Dennis and she don't know him, and that she wanted to make sure that Portia knew that or whatever. I say, girl. So I'm like, whatever. They do ask Candy what Eva says. Well, do you believe the rumors about Dennis? And then Ken's like, girl, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't believe the bestiality one or whatever, but I don't know about the drug use and the cheating thing or whatever. Now, Candy also on her speak on it said how when the story broke about, this all this stuff, at that time she was in China on vacation with Riley. She said, so I didn't know what kind of came out. I didn't know most of the story. I didn't even know the girl's name until they said it then. And I'm like, girl. So, I mean, it's just messy if you ask me. So, Brooklyn then has her party, okay? Brooklyn has her party, and, but Mark ain't there. He busy working somewhere else. I'm like, girl, if you say so. So, each housewife comes as a Barbie. Okay, so we have Cynthia, girl. Cynthia, as you see, was Thirsty Brad Barbie, and she called herself Thirsty Brad Barbie. She even had a flask that she kept drinking out of, and she came in a wedding dress, and she had her daughter, her sister, her niece as bridesmaids in the Flower Girl, and her little niece, her younger niece, you don't see. Well, she's behind Cynthia walking, but the niece who played the Flower Girl was throwing flowers down for Cynthia to walk on. I'm like, girl, Cynthia went all the way out. Eva, as we see right here, Eva was workout Barbie, so she came in workout clothes. I said, oh, okay, I would have been pregnant Barbie, but I mean, I guess that's not, I guess she's one of the, I don't know. We then seen Candy. So Candy and Ace came, and she was Rockstar Barbie, and he was a rocker, which was really really cute. So she came dressed like a little rock star. I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. This. And who else? Oh, Portia came as Holiday Barbie. Wait, let me make this smaller for y'all. Portia's outfit looked better on her IG. They didn't get a good whole shots of her whole outfit. It was really really cute. But she came as Holiday Barbie. I said, okay. Now I didn't get a good shot of Kenya's thing. I'll show that a little bit later. But baby Brooklyn came in, and I'm like, isn't she a little girl in the little Porsche? A little whatever Barbie car Barbie got. And Kenya said she was Kenya Barbie or whatever. And I'm like, it was cute. Now the party was real simple. It was all people in Barbie stuff. It was pictures and stuff. It was real, real simple. We do see some man was holding Brooklyn. And Kenya quickly said, oh no, don't do that. My husband would have a fit if he saw some of the man holding his child. Now I seen some people say, well, if he's like that, he should have been there. The fact that he isn't here doesn't mean that Kenya should allow another man to hold a baby if she know her husband wouldn't like that. Okay, I feel like, know your spouse. If your spouse, I come, because she's a little girl, and I don't think that man was like a family friend, or I think he was just somebody there. And I think that was the issue more than, oh, can't no man hold a daughter. No, he don't want no man he don't know holding a child. And he has every right as a father to feel that way. And I respect Kenya for respecting him enough to, mention it and not have any issues in her home. Now we see Portia and Eva have a conversation or whatever, because Portia's asking, where your kids at? Because you at a kid's party. And I think people who have kids who come to a kid's party without their kids is weird. That's weird. Unless your kid is like in school or away or sick, or like it's a reason that's why they're not there, versus, oh, I just didn't bring them because as Eva said, I didn't bring them because, at these events or whatever, it's always stuff that happens and I want my kids around. And Portia said, what do you mean? Like, who gonna do some foolishness around some kids? at each event like that, things happen. I can't recall the last time they had a kids party and something happened between the adults. Usually at kids parties, stuff don't go right because there's too many kids. But I digress. Anyway, Portia like, yeah, well, what you think? What do you think she gonna do to your kids? Like, did y'all have a bad, a fight or whatever? Like, did y'all ever have any issues? She's like, no, I know, but just like the energy sometimes, I'm saying, I don't know. And Cynthia co-signing I say, Cynthia, why are you co-signing the bullshit? Cynthia, please stop co-signing the bullshit. But she doesn't. So, for the most part, poor like, girl, that's bullshit. You gotta watch your kids here because ain't nothing gonna go wrong. Like, what the ain't nothing gonna happen, but I digress. So we then see she walks away or whatever, because like, we all know how to act around our children because we're all parents. We may act a plumby fool when they're not here, but if you want to keep us calm, have us here with our children. But I digress. So we do see a small little powwow between Cynthia, Candy, and Eva, just asking, figuring out if they should tell Portia about what they heard from Sincerely. And they say they don't think that Kenya's party is the proper place to have that conversation. So when Kenya walks up, I'm like, what y'all talking about? What's going on? And they say, oh, well, this is what happened. The girl said, blah, 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 blah. But we don't think this party is the place to have that conversation. Kenya then jokingly said, well, I'm going to go tell her. And she's like, I'm just joking, ha, 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 ha. And she comes back. And I'm like, okay, Kenya, she knew not to do that. Or so we thought. So we then see Kenya and Portia go have a moment where they both trying to put the babies to sleep. And I can say it was a whole full circle moment just because who would have ever thought, okay, who would have ever thought that Kenya and Portia would ever be sitting, look, and you see Kenya looks amazing, will be sitting dressed like Barbies with their two daughters who are about 5 months apart because Kenya's daughter, Brooklyn, is 7 months, and then Portia's daughter, I think we said was 2 months, so their kids about 5 months apart. But they just sitting and talking as they both put the babies to sleep. It was a beautiful moment, you know what I'm saying? Portia brings up how she appreciates Kenya texting her and checking on her about things, and how it was great, for her to keep reaching out as them both being new moms. And Kenya brings up like, well, I truly do have love for you. You know what I'm saying? I do wish you the best in life. And I know things are hard or whatever, but I do, wish you the best. And so they bond over that moment or whatever. So, Portia brings up how, for me it takes so much energy to consistently keep hating someone for so long. How me and Kenya used to not like each other, but we're both in different places now, so it's cool. Cool. So Kenya then brings up like, oh, it's cool how everybody came, about their kids, where everybody except Eva. Portia then spills the beans about why Eva did not bring her kids and kind of blames Kenya and said how Kenya may have, crazy energy or whatever, or how she didn't know if Kenya's party would be safe for children, even though it's for her 7-month-old daughter, which Kenya, of course, was offended by. Like, why would she say that I would, what I'm saying, have any harm come to like that's attacking my character? Like, I would never do that. So I agree, I get why Kenya's upset about that or whatever. So, and then she gets a little bit more upset when she finds out that Cynthia was co-signing the bullshit. And I'm like, girl, here we go. So, what am I gonna do to her kid? Like, that's just crazy. And if that's how she feels, then she don't need to come to not any other event that I ever have if she feels like she can't bring her kids around my cat. Like, that's kind of crazy. I'm like, it is what it is. So, Kenya then say to lighten the mood, because since Portia gave her some tea about something, I'll reciprocate. Sincerely went to the ladies and said some things. She was supposedly at Candy's. Oh my God! Of course, at wrong. Watch. I'm like, here we go. Here go the bullshit. So Kenya then said, you know what? Let me go get them because she went and told them, not me. And I don't want to give you the wrong information. But all I heard was that they met up. They were at Candy's restaurant, and she supposedly denied, messing with Dennis. So she go against everybody and Ken like, why did you? Why? We told you don't say shit. So all the ladies are together, and I told Portia that supposedly Sincerely came to y'all or whatever, wasn't she beating y'all at your restaurant? She's like, why? We told you don't mention it because we did not think this is the proper place to say something. And then Portia said, well, of course there was that OG. Why things always happen to you? That she's like, see, That's why I didn't want to be involved. I knew the minute you heard where she came to us at, that you would kind of blame me, as in, you know what I'm saying, I don't know her or whatever. That ain't it. So they kind of then say, well, look, all that matters is she came and said she don't know Dennis and her and this ain't messing around or whatever. It ain't her. So that's at least some good news. Like, you should feel good about that. Well, I mean, I guess it is what it is, but I guess I feel good, but I don't care. We then find out, Portia then says, um, it wasn't sincerely who she found out that he was cheating with. It's a whole other girl. So she don't really care about the girl sincerely, and she didn't think that he was messing with her because, again, her proof of him cheating wasn't with that girl. It was with somebody else. But she hasn't told anyone that she know who he cheated with, and it wasn't him. I'm looking like, girl. Anyway, she said she hasn't told anybody because she's embarrassed, and it's embarrassing. I say, girl, if you say so. Anyway, that was the whole episode. It would not have been this long if I didn't go in on the fashion in the beginning, but next week it should not be as long. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. Let me do the medicine, and I will talk to y'all later.